I'm Christian from Sup and Friends, and here we go. Welcome back to Mystery Solvers, Season 2, Killer's Corner. This is Episode 2 of Season 2. So, this one's kind of crazy. His name is Gary Ridgway. Gary Leon Ridgway, born February 18th, 1949, also known as the Green River Killer, is an American serial killer. He was initially convicted of 48 separate murders. As part of a plea bargain, another conviction was added, bringing the total number of convictions to 49, making him the second most prolific serial killer in the United States history, according to the confirmed murderers. He killed many teenage girls and women in the state of Washington during the 1980s and 1990s. Wow. Alright. He was born in the Salt Lake City, Utah in 1949. I guess what they called him was the Green River Killer. He had 3 wives. His convictions were murder and solicitation. Criminal penalty, life imprisonment without parole. Victims, convicted of 49, confessed to 71. He confessed to 71 murders. Wow. His span of crimes ranged from 1982 to 1998. It could be as recent as 2001. Damn. That's, I'm gonna go ahead and read his bio. Many of Ridgway's victims were alleged to be sex workers and other women in the vulnerable. Circumstances included underage runaways. The press gave him the nickname after the first 5 victims were found in the Green River before his identity was known. He strangled his victims usually by hand, but sometimes using ligatures. After strangling them, he would dump their bodies in forested and overgrown areas in King's Country, often returning to the bodies to have sexual intercourse with them. So he was a necrophiliac. On November 30th, 2001, as Ridgway was leaving the Kentworth truck factory where he worked in Renton, Washington, he was arrested for the murders of 4 women whose cases were linked to him through DNA profiling evidence. I mean, yeah, if you're kind of a necrophiliac, you're gonna leave some evidence. I mean, if you even do rape, you're gonna leave evidence, but who gives a fuck, alright? Murder also leaves evidence. Okay, crime. If you do a crime, you leave evidence, alright? Leave me alone. As part of a plea bargain wherein he agreed to disclose the locations of the still missing women, he was spared the death penalty and received a sentence of life imprisonment without parole. Now, this gets really weird in a second, and I want to warn you. So if you do click off, just remember to like, comment, subscribe. But if you don't, good job. Keep watching. Make sure you hit that like button, because if you don't, Ted Bundy's gonna be your new stepdad. Oh, he's dead. I don't give a fuck. All right. Gary Leon Ridgway was born February 18th, 1949, in Salt Lake City, Utah, the second of Mary and Thomas Ridgway's 3 sons. His home life was somewhat troubled. Relatives have described his mother as domineering and has said that while young he witnessed more than one violent argument between his parents. His father was a bus driver who would often complain about the presence of sex workers. Is that why he killed them? That could be a reason why he killed the sex workers, just because his father didn't like him or like them. And he also complained, So he probably did it to make his father proud. It would explain why sex workers, but not underage girls, so. Ridgway had a bedwetting problem until he was 13, and his mother would wash his genitals after every episode. He would later tell defense psychologists that as an adolescent, he had conflicting feelings of anger and sexual attraction towards his mother and fantasized about killing her. What the fuck? Hey, Mom. You wanna smash? Oh god. I can't imagine how he was going over that in his head. That's kind of weird. So, my only question is, and it's an important question, did he think about, like, killing her first and then sexual relations, or sexual relations and then killing her? Good question. We'll have to come back to that later. Alright. Ridgway's dyslexic and was held back a year in high school. When he was 16, he stabbed a 6-year-old boy who survived the attack. Ridgway was led a boy into the woods and stabbed him through the ribs into his liver. Huh. Ridgway graduated from T High School in 1969 and married his 19-year-old high school girlfriend, Claudia Craig. He joined the United States Navy and was sent to Vietnam, where he served on board a supply ship and saw combat. During his time in the military, Ridgway had frequent sexual relations with sex workers and contracted gonorrhea. Although angered by this, he continued his sexual activity without protection. The marriage ended within a year. Alright. So, he had 49 murders on this list that I'm looking at. But I'm not going to list any of them because, you know, I don't know. So basically, this guy's actually, it says his IQ is recorded as low as 80. So could he have pled, like, not insanity, but, because it's a low IQ. Right? Yeah. Alright, well, thanks for watching. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and at the end of this video, you'll see a picture of him. Gary Ridgway did not look like a bad-looking man. I just think that, yeah, 49 people. That's crazy.